Hello everyone, in this video I will be explaining the problem Sublime Sequence. So it was asked in Codeforces Round 1054 Division 4. Let's read out the problem. Farmer John has an integer x. He creates a sequence of length n by alternating integers x and minus x starting with x. For example, if n is 5, the sequence looks like x minus x, x minus x and then x. He asks you to find the sum of all integers in the sequence. Okay. Yeah, it's easy only. I'll be telling you, don't worry. Let's take consider what they're saying in the input. First line has integer t denoting number of test cases, and for every test case we have two integers x and n. So let's take this example and see what they're trying to say. So we have x as 1, n as 4. So in a nutshell, what they're trying to say is that you will have integer n and you will have integer x and n they'll give. So what they're trying to say is that you need to find the sequence x minus x, x minus x up till this whole the terms should be n terms, like n number of terms should be there. This is the sequence, and your answer will be the sum of this sequence, which is x plus of minus x plus of minus x up till n terms. This all will be n terms. So yeah, this is the thing that they've asked you. So whenever n is 4, which means it is an even number, so your sequence will be x minus x, x and minus x. So you have 4 terms. Now since x is 1, try to substitute. This is going to be this thing, right? And your answer is going to be x plus of minus x plus of x plus of minus x. Substitute values, it will be wherever x is there, just substitute 1. Now this comes out to be, so this is cancelling and your answer is 0. So for this test case, for this example, answer is 0. But one thing I'll be telling is that whenever n is even, your answer will always be 0. I'll prove you why it is. Because your sequence starts with x and it continues with the alternating uh, this positive negative. You have till n terms. So whenever n is even, so your sequence will have x minus x, x minus x up till n terms. And since n is this is a even number, so you will have n by 2 times of x, n by 2 terms of minus x. Why did I say that? In case of this only, you have seen when n is 4, you had this as the sequence. So as you can see, this will make one pair, this will make one pair. Why making pair? Because this x and minus x get cancelled and its value is 0. In the same way, this value will be 0. So it comes out to be that whenever n is even, so in that case you don't have any extra either x or minus x. Both x and minus x are same number of times. So that is why, and since both the occurrence of x and minus x are equal, so your answer is going to be 0. I think you understood this. Let's try to take other example. In the first example, answer is 0. Let's try to take this one, 2 5. So we have 2 and 5. So your sequence will come out to be x minus x, x minus x and then x, right? Like 5 terms you have built. Now if you want to find the answer, which is going to be x plus of minus x plus x plus of minus x plus x, right? And just write like this, plus into minus is minus, So whatever value will be there, this and this will get cancelled, this will and this will get cancelled. At the end you have x. Now substitute x, which is 2. So you are for this case your answer is 2. So whenever n is even, sorry, odd, so in that case your answer will be x. Why did I say that? Because let me try to generalize this. You have a sequence which start with x and it keeps changing its positivity, like positive and negative, up to so on. This will have n terms, and since n is odd, so it is always the case that you have x as uh, n by 2 times plus 1 and your minus x as n by 2 times. So in this example let's try to see. You had x as 3 times, which is, if you do n by 2, which is 5 by 2 is 2 and plus 1 is 3. So for this case you have x as 3 times and minus x as 2 times, right? So obviously these 2 times and these 2 times is going to get cancelled because they have opposite signs, but extra one more x whatever is there, so this extra will contribute to the answer, which is x. I think you guys are understood. Let's try to code it up. I have not set up. Give me a second. So I've done coding here, but let me try to code in front of you. So yeah, as I said, we have taken here test cases, and for every test case we have x and n. Let's take their values. Right now we'll have to check answer. So first take answer as nothing. Now we'll have to check if n modulo 2 you have, which means it is an odd number. I mean the number of terms in a sequence are odd, which means you have extra x. So in that case your answer will be x, else your answer is going to be 0. At the end you have to display the answer. Let's try to run it. It is getting passed. Let's try to submit this code. Sublime Sequence. So let's choose the file. Here we have Sublime Sequence. Let's try to submit it. It is running test 1. It was actually accepted, so it will accept. Yeah, this is getting accepted. So I think this was one of the easy problem. Basically, based on n, if it is even or odd, you have to find the answer. If n is even, which means you have equal number of x and minus x, so those will get cancelled and your answer is 0. But in case of n having odd number, like you have odd number of terms in a sequence, then you have extra x, so that is your answer. So yeah, thank you guys for watching the video.